Now, from the station working for you, this is ABC 27 News in high definition.
Today on ABC 27 News, want to take your bike around town but never have anywhere to ride it? What's happening in the Mid-State to make your dream a reality?
Hope for a local woman battling cancer as the community rallies behind her.
And PennDOT's saving money by making one simple change. We'll explain. Good morning, I'm Chris Abruzzo.
And I'm Steph Pagliaro. Thanks for joining us. Today's big story, 14-year Hummelstown police veteran Lisa Markle is charged in the deadly shooting of an unarmed man back in February.
She's facing third-degree murder and voluntary manslaughter charges in the death of Dave Kasich. Markle pled not guilty. Now supporters from all over the country are taking a stand.
They held a fundraiser for Markle's legal costs today at Chick's Tavern in Hummelstown.
Everyone deserves a fair trial. Police officers are human too. Police officers they go out and they do the job, and they deserve the benefit of the justice system just like everybody else does.
Video that won't be released until after the trial allegedly shows Markle shooting the unarmed man twice in the back.
Markle's attorney says she was justified because she thought Kasich was reaching for a weapon after he fled a traffic stop. Her accusers disagree.
We support the idea that a person is innocent until proven guilty, but Lisa Markle gave up her livelihood when she chose to pull the trigger and kill David Kasich.
Body cameras are changing the way police shootings are investigated in many high-profile police shootings. A key piece of evidence is no longer missing. ABC's Tom Llamas explains.
This morning, former University of Cincinnati police officer Ray Tensing is a free man, bonding out of jail after more than 24 hours behind bars. Tensing on a suicide watch while locked up.
Officer is literally sitting in the unit with him, documenting every 10 minutes. We do that for high-profile prisoners when they come in.
On Thursday, he appeared before a judge, pleading not guilty. His attorney telling us he plans on fighting the charges.
You understand you've been charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of voluntary manslaughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tensing accused of killing 43-year-old Samuel DeBose during a traffic stop. The whole ordeal captured on Tensing's body cam.
Hey, how's it going, man? Hey, how's it going?
But in only 2 minutes, things escalate.
I didn't even do nothing. Go and take your seatbelt off. Stop. Stop.
After Tensing fires, another officer's body cam showing him on the ground. Then he gets up, chases the car, which rolls up a hill, then crashes.
I ran a car, he took off on me. I just charged 1 round.
Tensing telling an officer on the scene,
He's dragging me. Yeah, I saw that. I was going to get run over. I was trying to stop him.
something DeBose's family disputes.
No, he wouldn't have ran from the police.
This was not the first time Tensing pulled a weapon during a traffic stop. Documents obtained by ABC News state that in 2012, he tased a suspect who allegedly assaulted him. And in May of last year, Tensing captured on cell phone video allegedly giving 2 people a hard time about a loose bumper.
Are we free to go? Can you write the ticket so we can go?
You're not free to go right now.
Oh, can you? What are we doing then? What are we doing?
We're not doing. Being detained right now.
Now, 2 additional university officers who first responded to the shooting, you can see their body cams here, on paid administrative leave as a result of the school's internal investigation.
Now, the university won't tell us what exactly those 2 police officers did to be put on paid administrative leave, but we do know that they did make statements that don't exactly match what we see on their body cams. Tom Llamas, ABC News, Cincinnati.
Local police departments are also starting to look into body cameras. Carlisle and Johnstown police are considering the addition. Middlesex Township is the first in the mid-state to use the new technology.
And one local police department is going even further. After business surveillance footage helped solve a hit and run, New Holland police are asking owners to register their surveillance cameras with the department. You can register your camera at the New Holland Police Department or on their website.
Man, Steph, it has been hot for what seems like
has.
forever now in the mid-state.
It's been a long summer.
It's time to take our first look at our weather for the week.
It's going to stay nice and comfortable for the next couple of days, but we're looking here now at the Hershey School, at Hershey Park, but we've had some clouds, but they will be pushing on out into Philadelphia. Right now, Harrisburg at 78. We're starting to get towards our daytime high, which is 85 degrees, but it's going to stay nice and sunny and comfortable for today and even into tomorrow. But we've been looking at some rain, so see if we have any rain for Friday or not. Back to you.
And as for today, beautiful weather. That sounds great. Thanks, Marissa. With all this summer weather, it's a great time for a bike ride. I took a closer look at how the Mid-State's getting more bike-friendly. You may have seen the countless number of bike trails across the Mid-State, but new plans are in place to add bike lanes on the roads. The Tri-County Regional Planning Commission, or TCRPC, has awarded grant money to major projects in Cumberland, Dauphin, and Lebanon counties that would improve bicycle connections between Harrisburg and surrounding municipalities. The Regional Bicycle Connection Study specifically will try to find cost-effective, easy, and safe links between biking facilities throughout the area for bikers and pedestrians. Derry Township Supervisor Sandy Ballard says that implementing more bike lanes will not only reduce your carbon footprint.
Really improves property values, it makes our region more attractive, and it helps tourism. And if we got 60% of the people out of their cars and onto their bikes, that'd be less traffic for everybody else.
In addition to attracting tourism, local cyclists emphasize that with more people riding bikes on the roads, biker and pedestrian safety will increase.
The more people on bikes, the safer it is. People are now aware of cyclists, the more they see them.
To fund the project, $36,000 will be provided by the TCRPC, and local sources will contribute $9,000, making the project's total budget $45,000. Officials say Regional Bicycle Connection will be completed in 12 months. The project will impact Dauphin and Lebanon counties.
Police are investigating a case of possible debit card fraud in Dauphin County. Do you recognize these two men? Police are searching for them for 2 counts of fraud. The pair allegedly used stolen card info at the Walmart in Swatara Township and the new Second Walk in Harrisburg. State police have identified a reckless motorcyclist. We first showed you this photo last week. A biker who police say sped down Route 22 in Dauphin County doing a wheelie. He later rammed into a marked police car and took off. Well, viewers came through in a big way. Troopers are saying they received several calls and successfully ID'd the suspect, but police have not yet released his name to the public.
Worried about sinkholes near your home? Well, help is on the way for select Harrisburg residents. The Dauphin County Commissioners approved an engineering contract today. The $22,500 deal is the first step in receiving millions in federal funds. Grant money would go toward relocating more than 50 homes on South 14th Street affected by sinkholes. The engineering firm is proving the sinkholes are connected to Tropical Storm Lee and Hurricane Irene in 2011. Fixing sinkholes and relocating families could cost more than $5 million. Still to come, our Marissa Laudenbacher is back in the Weather Center with a look at your week in weather.
And PennDOT's making changes and saving money. I'll tell you how they're doing it.
And stop messing around. That's what President Obama says to Congress. Find out why later in the show. Well, Marissa, I have to say, today has been beautiful out, one of the best all summer.
Yes, and it's going to stay that way for today. Looking at Lewistown, not a cloud in the sky. It is starting to pick up a little bit. You can see the flag starting to move about, but all of our clouds are going to start pushing off out to sea, and it's going to stay nice and mostly sunny for today. A little bit breezy at times, but our high, Harrisburg 85, Cashtown 86, both of their highs. And again, we will have a little bit of wind. So Harrisburg 14 miles per hour, Carlisle 15. So it will be a little bit of a breeze, but that'll be dying off into the evening hours. That's mostly due to this cold front that'll be moving on out, leaving us with a high pressure with cooler temperatures, and it's going to be much breezier for today, and that'll be continuing on for the rest of today and even into tomorrow. So Friday, we have been talking about the rain for the past week. So if the storm takes this more southerly track, we won't be hit with any rain, but if it does take a more northerly track, then we will have rain into our southern counties. So looking at precision cast, again, we're not seeing any of those clouds that have been staying in our area, but they will be moving on in into Thursday, and the rain will be pushing off towards our south. Only our southern counties will receive a little bit, but the weekend is starting to look a lot nicer. Again, not seeing very many clouds for the end of the weekend. From start to finish, temperatures staying into the 80s for a very nice day for today and for the rest of the week.
Nice, beautiful weather, lots of sunshine. Maybe I'll jump in a pool later. Okay, all right, Steph, back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, guys. Vehicle registration stickers help cops keep the highways safe, but they're a huge expense for PennDOT. That's why they're doing away with them, starting in 2017. PennDOT is doing away with the registration stickers for two main reasons.
Not only how the department could increase revenues to fix our bridges and highways, but also how the department could be modernized and incorporate innovation and new technology into the department.
Customers aren't complaining about the change.
Paperwork Reduction Act. Less paper, less problems.
It simplifies things. I think it would work out.
But getting rid of the stickers will make it harder for police to identify unregistered cars and keep the roads safe.
If a vehicle is going to be unregistered, there's a much greater likelihood that it's going to be uninsured or that there are other violations, traffic violations, as well as potentially criminal violations of the operator.
PennDOT says there's no reason to keep the stickers because police officers can still look up a driver's record using a license plate number. Plus, studies show that there will be no impact when this happens. PennDOT has that data on their website.
I think our customers, as well as PennDOT, wants to embrace the future.
In addition to eliminating the sticker, the registration process will be doable completely online. That'll save another $2 million.
Still to come on ABC 27, a local cancer patient gets hope from her community. Reese Gaylor tells you what they're doing to help.
You're watching ABC 27, Central Pennsylvania's news leader.
Just less than half of all Americans develop some form of cancer, but everyone is affected by this in some way.
Here's Reese Gaylor in the studio on how one local community is making a difference in a young woman's life.
Are they the match? Today, many took a test at Susquehanna Township High School, not for a grade, but to see if they were the match to a former student to help save her life.
Everyone in Susquehanna Township is rallying on 19-year-old girl Jillian Procope. Procope is fighting against leukemia. And how is everyone getting involved to be a potential match? It only takes 10 seconds.
So what that consists of is swabbing your cheeks, the insides of your cheeks, 4 times for 10 seconds, and that's all you need to do to be on the bone marrow registry.
Doctors say Procope is biracial, so it is unfortunately slim for her to have a match. Only 4% of the potential donors at Susquehanna Township were biracial. With these chances on the line, we talked to Jillian's parents on her status and what the community has brought to their family.
She's doing well. She knows she has to fight, and there's no other option. You know.
Earlier today, and mentioned the fact that it's, it's a love and family. It's our Susquehanna Township family, neighbors, friends who mean more to us than just being neighbors and friends. It's a community family effort.
After all the tests are submitted, then comes the waiting process, where it could take a few weeks to find if someone is a potential match.
Well, Jillian is doing well after doing her second round of chemotherapy at Johns Hopkins Hospital. If you want to know more about Be the Match, visit our website, abc27.com. Working for you, Reese Gaylor, ABC 27 News.
Thanks, Reese. Business news is next on ABC 27. Smoking rates are at an all-time low. So how are cigarette companies dealing with it? And what does it mean for your stock portfolio? We'll tell you next.
And wildfires are burning thousands of acres of forest out west. Hundreds of houses and people are at risk. What's the California governor doing to help? Stay tuned to find out.
And finally tonight, you may have seen or heard of Grumpy Cat, but Steph, have you ever heard of Pouting Pup?
Chris, I haven't. Earl, the grumpy dog, caught his owner's eye with his ridiculous underbite. The 5-month-old Puggle, that's a pug and beagle, has over 20,000 followers on his Facebook page. Even though the 5-month-old puppy might seem like a grouch, his owners say he's very friendly to both people and dogs.
And now it's time to take one last look at weather. Marissa, what does the rest of the week look like for us?
Well, we're going to have some lovely conditions for today. It's going to be very breezy, and all of that rain will be passing to our south for Friday and leaving us with an absolutely wonderful weekend.
Sounds great.
Man, I should buy a slip and slide if it's going to be that hot.
Sounds nice.
Well, thanks for watching ABC 27 News at 7.
Have a great evening.